Off the Chest, live here on our network. Off the Chest, live on our network.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Off the Chest. I am going to be your new host. My name is SARAI Judah, and here we have
Damo. Call me Damo G. You know what I mean?
Damo G. Okay, and we're gonna be playing a little bit of chess, and we're gonna be interactive talking. Y'all get to know a little bit about me, get to know a little bit about him. I'm gonna give y'all a little test Whitaker in case And if y'all don't know what that is, I'll tell y'all something y'all don't know about me. My name is, legally Tabitha Sarai. I'm a recent graduate from the University of Colorado. Nice. Go ahead and give them a little something, something.
A little something, something. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Damo G. Y'all know me better as Dominic. Some others, Damo G. I'm a native of Colorado, man. You know what I mean? Being here all my life, born and raised. I'm actually the owner of Chargedale Films, and you know what I mean, assistant, and partner in crime with my guy Tux and Royal Gray Creative and our network. Okay. As you see right here, yeah. So
that's what's up. So the first move is on you, sir. You got the white pieces.
Okay. Let's play a little chess then.
Yeah. So we could get into it. Just start with your story about how you came up in Colorado.
Okay. Well, I mean, my mom and my entire family's from here. I went to
How did they get here? Or how did their ancestors kind of get here?
I would have to say, well, my great grandmama, she's from Alabama,
Okay.
Mobile, Alabama.
Okay,
So,
Alabama.
yeah, she was one of them former slaves. So
Okay.
she migrated, ended up coming to Colorado, and then majority of the family just sprouted from here on out, you know, and then end up going to other states, San Diego, Chicago, New York, Florida, things of that nature.
Right, I feel you. I definitely have a similar upbringing. My nana, which was my great grandmother, she was from Greenville, Alabama, and definitely shares that slavery experience. You know, as most of us do. So
Right. Then other than that, majority of my family is from here. I went to McMean elementary.
okay,
Okay. Majority of my upbringing is from Park Hill.
okay,
I went to Smith, McMean, ended up moving to Montbello later on in life, and then I ended up going to Montbello, check.
okay, all right.
Well, MLK, I should say, I'm sorry. MLK and then Montbello. And then I actually graduated from Gateway, so I ended up moving to Aurora. So I've been all over Colorado a little bit. Yeah.
So looking at Park Hill and how it is now, because we know like gentrification is a real thing. So, you know, how has that affected you? You know what I'm saying? How has that changed, you know, the way that you see things in Colorado, being, you know, someone that would be considered a native?
It changed a lot. I mean, it really just pretty much allowed me to see who I'm really working with, you know what I mean, on a day-to-day basis. Meaning, I don't want to go get too deep into a situation like that, but the powers that be, how they want things to be structured, okay?
Right.
Now, we know that Weldon Street, that entire strip that was all historically black,
Right.
you know, and I remember back in the day when my mom used to tell me that they had like Ferris wheels and, you know what I'm saying, big amusement park type of situations when it came to like Juneteenth. And, you know, all that's kind of stripped away and it's gone now. And it's very heartbreaking. It's very sad to have to really go through, you know what I mean, what we're going through. But in the same token, I mean, it's a lesson learned. If you don't know your history, you're bound to repeat it. So, I mean,
That's very true.
Yeah.
There's nothing new under the sun.
nothing at all.
Nothing. So, kind of moving on a little bit in your story, you know, you said you grew up in the Park Hill area. Your family's from Alabama. Oh, you got me. Your family's from Alabama. How is that? I mean, do you know anything about Alabama? Have you ever been?
No, I haven't been. I would like to go. I haven't been, but I haven't really touched any of the places that my family is from. Actually, that'd be a real treat to actually go through and experience. You know,
Mm-hmm.
see where I actually came from.
Oh, dang, you're just killing me right now. That's all right there. But well, no. Okay. Let me see. So as far as, you know, your experience in Colorado, because are a lot of people, you know, that don't look like us that are here.
Right.
How has that changed, you know, your outlook on everything?
It really hasn't changed anything. It's just, like I said, just allowed me to understand the surroundings that I'm in. You know, like if you're in the South, you understand that as a person of color, you know, white folk will let you know that, you know, I don't like you, you know, don't come over here on this side of the railroad track. You know,
Right.
You will be found hanging on one of these trees. But over here in the North, you know, it's kind of tricky because you got people smiling in your face and, you know what I mean, you got to really determine who's really on your side and things like that. So it just really allowed me to really just know who I'm around and know my surroundings and know how to navigate as an individual, especially as a black man in America.
I feel that. I definitely feel that. So as far as like your future, what does that look like for you? I know you're like kind of an entrepreneur and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So where do you see that going? Your future business and, you know, this media thing.
Well, what I wanted to do when I first started my business 2 years ago, well actually 3 years ago, You're in check if you do that.
No, I can't do it. Oh no.
I started my business back in 2017, and the ideal of it all was to pretty much give an outlet and an avenue to those who wanted to fulfill their dreams in music, media, acting, whatever the case may be.
Right.
You know, I looked at it like, you don't have to go to Hollywood to sell your soul for a jelly roll, okay? You can come here to what I would like to call Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Okay, you know what I mean? Where I give you the opportunity to go ahead and do what you need to do to prosper as an individual, and there's no, no hidden agendas, no bullshit.
Right.
In other words, okay. So that's the ultimate goal, in a sense. So pretty much, yeah, coming for you, Hollywood.
He's coming for y'all.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes out for him, for real.
Yeah, for real.
But that's a good thing, The thing is, a lot of times we are forced as a people to subscribe to that, that Eurocentric, I guess, that would be a way of putting it, that their narrative,
Right.
Whether it's with our hair, our skin tone and things like that. The Willy Lynch is definitely very real in our community, and it's definitely something that's that has a hold on our people.
Yeah, what's crazy is, not only is that, it's just, I believe a lot of our youth don't even understand the severity of the situation, what's going on, the science behind it all, the mathematical sickness that's put together just to keep us in the situation that we're in. And education is the key, man. I mean, each one teach one. Definitely, I believe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I said, it's heartbreaking. Honestly, it's real heartbreaking to see our youth go through what they're going through. It was hard when we was coming up in our day, but it's like now it's like the children have all the access in the world to guns. Social media is like, to me, it's like a sickness. It's a poisoning.
It's definitely a poison.
So yeah, it's so many things, man. I don't want to be gone all over the place, but it's just so many things, man.
It's okay, you can go all over the place.
You know what I mean, all that stuff, yeah. So,
definitely appreciate it.
But I definitely appreciate where I'm at, you know what I mean? Being in Colorado is definitely a place that's not as hectic or, stressful and just a hell to deal with every day, like Chicago or LA, or, you know what I'm saying, down south, you know what I mean, in Houston, one of them real ghettos or something like that. It's actually wonderful. It's a blessing, honestly, to be here in Colorado, because it's not that hard. I mean, people make it seem like it's, you know what I mean, it's this and that and the other. Of course, it's expensive, but honestly, man, you got weed, you got, you know what I'm saying, plenty of job opportunities, you got plenty of schooling, you know what I'm saying, you got the mountains, you got good breathing, you know what I'm saying, good air, you know what I'm talking about. Ain't no wrong with Colorado, man. I like it here.
Right. I don't know, like, like a lot of people move here because of the weed, and how do you see that affecting, the economy and how, things are set up? Because I'm like, I think that's why rent and everything has gone up so dramatically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. So. That's definitely the reason. That, and I would say that's probably the main one that did it, man, the weed. Because before that, like 2013, 14, rent was not expensive as it is right now. And I'm telling you, what are you trying to do over here?
I don't know what I'm trying to do.
Yes, it fucked up our economy to the fullest. I remember when my rent used to be like $450. Now that same location is like $1,200 for the same unit. I'm like, come on, man, it's terrible. So yes, it definitely messed up our economy in the sense of those who's trying to just, you know what I mean, do the regular day-to-day living, like pay rent. Yes, it's horrible.
You got a movie, you picked it up.
You're right, you're absolutely correct about that.
It's okay, though. Look at all the pieces you got of mine. You're good.
Right. I'm glad you didn't see that, though.
Right. But on a real note. On a real note, though.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
On a real note.
Yeah.
So, you know, we see how it's affecting our people, but as far as people that say, there's this saying that really irks my nerves, which is like, pick yourself up by your bootstraps, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, as far as our people, how do you see them, you know, picking themselves up by their bootstraps? Because, I mean, you've done a great job at doing that, you know, and getting a little bit closer to what some people call the American dream, you know what I'm saying? So,
What would you do to pull your bootstrap as a black man in America?
exactly.
Well, the first thing is, like I say, re-educate yourself. Put down the tablet. Pick up a book.
There
Okay.
you go.
Check.
Hmm.
Know what you really want in life. Your goals and aspirations. They should have a meaning to it. It should be to the point where whatever you're doing is giving back to the people.
Right.
Okay. If you ain't giving back, what are you doing? That's why I created my business. I feel like whatever I do, I need to be able to give back. I used to rap, and I didn't like it. I mean, I wasn't all that good, honestly. You know, it was just really a hobby. But I feel like if I was gonna do something, I should be able to give back. So that's one thing. If you're gonna, as a people, to overcome the situation that we're in and become a better situation, re-educate yourself. That's the first thing. Social media is horrible. It's a sickness. That's where I would start educating yourself. Now, where would you educate yourself at? Knowing where you come from. You know what I mean? Your nationality, your history, things of that nature. You know, if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going.
Exactly.
So I will start there.
I think that is a narrative that a lot of us as people of color that we need, and I feel like that's something that we don't have is, you know, our own nationality and where we came from. We're given the label of being, you know, we're black or we're this or we're that. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times we have no idea where we came from. We don't know the first thing about our ancestors.
Right.
And I think slavery really broke that Willy Lynch letter is playing out to the T, because, you know, keep the body but take the mind, you know.
Right.
And how do you see that kind of playing out with our brothers and sisters that are in jail or prison, you know, with the labor and just everything? Because that stuff is rough.
I see the system working like it's supposed to. It was geared towards us to keep us in a situation that we're in right now. You know, keep us in the dark, keep us in jails, keep us in prisons, keep us in the grave. You know what I'm saying? It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Now, as us, as a people, you know, that's where we got to come in at and kind of figure that. Check. We got to, you know what I mean? Stop going with the machine. Go against the grain a little bit. You know, fight. Shit. Stand up. There's things I would want to say, but I'm not gonna say on the show.
Right. So, yeah. Right. There's some things that I think fighting, though, I feel like fighting is a hard thing to do because you don't really know what you're fighting against. And that's the thing. Like, it took for me to really like go to school for political science to really find out what we're up against, because it's easy for especially Black women because we have so many the system benefits us in a lot of ways, you know.
Does it?
It does. It does.
Okay.
So it's just kind of hard to look at what our brothers are going through, and so. But I definitely appreciate, you know,
check.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
White checks.
Oh my God.
And written checks. You can't cut it that way, darling. That's a rook. You cut an angle.
Oh my God. I'm so distracted. Okay.
It's nothing though. So, I don't know what you got for me.
So continue with your story, you know. You kind of stopped with, you went to high school in Park Hill, and then we kind of got on a tangent about like how the ways that Park Hill's been gentrified and things like that. So you can continue with your story, you know. High school. What happened after high school? You tried to do your rap thing, and
that was here and there. Actually, when I just got out of high school, I did like any other person, man. Got a job, took my ass to work, tried to stay out of trouble the best way I could, pretty much. You know what I mean? So that was pretty much it. It was just it got to a point where, you know, the saying that they say when you don't really start living until you reach 40, and I believe that. You know what I mean? Because I ain't really have all these ideas clicking like that, and the motivation I really have right now to want to do what I want to do until I got to this age.
Right. And as far as your age and stuff goes, how do you see I mean, with age comes wisdom, right?
Correct.
And what wisdom have you gained over that time? Like how has your mentality changed from, as a younger cat to where you are now?
I mean, dealing with life situations and circumstances and getting into trouble with the law, the family, just with yourself and things like that. I learned one thing. Check. That's not the one thing I learned. But the one thing I did learn is forgiveness is a beautiful thing. It's not even really forgiving others. It's learning how to forgive yourself. And when you learn how to forgive yourself, that's when, that beautiful thing called healing, activates and it's within yourself. It starts healing your body, healing your mind. Check. Your health and all that good stuff.
I feel like you put me in checkmate.
No, you got another move.
Do I?
You do.
I mean, but yes. So if there's one piece of advice that you could give younger you, just based off the wisdom that you've gained over these years, what would it be?
Younger me? What I tell the younger me? Think before you act. Check. Analyze every situation. You know what I'm saying? What else? I would say, younger me, control your temper, control your emotions.
Temper, emotions.
Yeah.
I mean, why?
Because when you react off of emotions, man, you always get a bad reaction, man. It's never good. For me, it hasn't been. Check. Yeah, check here too.
No, I feel like okay.
You still in check.
I don't know where I'm gonna move.
You got one over there. You can't go there.
I feel like I'm in checkmate.
No, you got that one over there.
This one or this one?
That one right there. Now we coming for the kill.
Yes, pretty much. You could just make one move and it's over.
Just about, yeah. Check.
I don't know. I'm lost now.
But other than that, let's see. Man, I'm in a good place right now, man. I got I got this good thing going with Art Network and my partner Tux, man. Linked up with some good folks, man, with good energy. You know what I'm saying? You was just right there.
Mm-hmm. But it's the only place I can move. But yeah.
Okay. But yeah.
The piece of advice.
Another piece of advice. Shoot, man.
Let's restart.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
But one more word of advice I would give my younger self, and for those who are, youth, black men coming up in the world.
Right.
One word of advice I would definitely give them, because I have well over 20 citations, okay? So that means I've been pulled over plenty of times, so I know how to deal with police.
Okay.
So one advice I would give is don't cuss in front of the police.
What? Well, yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, don't cuss in front of the police. You wanna know why?
Why?
If you ever seen the movie Black Panther, okay, it's kind of an old movie, but it's not that old, okay. In the movie, they're in one scene, they're in the alley. Okay, no, the police are in the alley. Okay, no, actually, let's fast forward. They actually got arrested. Okay, and they're in the jail. And Bobby and Huey, they talking to the prisoners, right?
Right.
And they telling them about how to talk to the police. They was telling them, don't cuss at them, don't call them a motherfucking this or woo woo woo. It's okay to call them a pig and this, that, and the other, right?
Right.
But that's a very, very profound statement and situation, because anytime you cuss, that automatically gives them grounds to fuck you up.
Really?
Period. Yes. I've dealt with it. If you just learn how to talk without cussing, talk with some sense, they have no grounds to fuck you up.
Really?
Really. I'll give you a situation, right? I'm coming back from me and my partner, we coming back from Vegas, and driving that way, he get pulled over. Okay.
Right.
Coming back, he get pulled over. Like, nigga, what is you doing? But anyway, when we come back, right, you know what I mean? We got weed and everything. I'm talking about we all the way wrong, right? We need to go to jail, right? Smoke, everything, right? I'm getting done rolling. I'm like, nigga, are you serious, right? So anyway, the car is pulled over. Cops pull up. He's doing, I got a pee dance, trying to throw him off, right? I don't know why he's doing this one, but anyway, he throws him off in a sense. And then the officers leave. They do what they do. They come back, and then one of them was in the door just looking and searching, right? And then he asked me, yeah, so where y'all coming from? I said, I'm coming from Vegas. What y'all doing in Vegas? I said, look here, man. Our orientation and our destination is irrelevant to this alleged traffic infraction. He's like, and just walk off, right? Upset. Like, now, had I said a cuss word or something, he would have, you know what I mean, had grounds to pull me out the car because I'm what? An angry black man.
Right. That's none of your mother
Right.
business.
There was actually, okay, here's another one. I'm looking on social media, and there's this black guy. He got a phone. He's going live or whatever, right? He's walking, he's talking, but he got two officers behind him, okay? Walking and talking, right? And then the minute he said a cuss word, at first he's talking normal, woo, oh yeah, they follow me, woo, 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 woo. And the minute he said a cuss word, hemmed up, quick. I said, okay, there's something to it. They could say, get the fuck down, shut the fuck up, get the fuck down, shut the fuck up. But the minute you cuss, you know what I'm saying, it's a situation, but they could cuss at you like it's nothing.
Right.
It's disrespectful, okay? But however, that's what I would say. As a young black man in America, when you're dealing with the police, just don't cuss. That could save you a lot, I promise you.
Yeah, but you got to remember, like,
That's
I
where it
forget
starts.
the name of this case, but there was this man that was, I think it's Brown versus whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But like he ended up saying, like, they ended up ruling that a black man has no rights that the law or anyone else is bound to respect. And so it's because of that I feel like it doesn't really matter what the black man does, whether he's quiet, whether he has nothing to say.
Mm-hmm.
You have to look at what happened with Elijah McClain. He didn't cuss at all. He didn't cuss not one time. And he was like autistic or something. And he still got gunned down by the police by saying nothing, you know?
I get it. I totally get it.
So
and I didn't mean to cut you off, but yeah, you definitely have to also look at the officer that you're dealing with as well.
Right.
In the situation as well. So they automatically feel like they're threatened.
Right.
As soon as they put on their badge, as soon as they get in the car, as soon as they hit the beat, they feel like they threatened. Okay?
Right.
When they look at our black skin, they look at our strength, the royalty within us, they threaten. Okay? In the door. So yeah, I mean, yeah, anytime you see a black man and he says anything, he don't look like he's doing anything. He got a hoodie on his head. He carrying Skittles. He got on a mask. It don't matter. You could be sleeping in your own bed and they bust in your crib and kill you.
Right.
They did it with what's her name, Brianna? They did it with
I forget.
Fred Hampton.
Yeah.
So
in the bed with his pregnant wife.
Exactly. So there's nothing new under the sun. We got to educate ourselves, understand the situation, the severity of the situation, come together some kind of way.
We need there's like something called just having like a sense of discernment, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, yeah.
Being able to discern a situation. I feel like a lot of times that's something that we lack because we're kind of like, we feel like we have the same rights as everyone else, you know what I'm saying? Like the right to remain silent, the right to do this, the right to do that, due process. I remember when I was in high school, we had a black cop on campus and he would always tell us, remember, you have I think it's like the 4th or 5th Amendment. You have the right to due process. They can't just take you out your car for no reason. And a lot of times when they're like, okay, step out your vehicle, and you as a black person roll the window up like, hell no, I'm not stepping out my car.
Exactly.
Like that's when it kind of the situation intensifies. You know, even if you say, no, sir, I'm not gonna step out my vehicle until another cop shows up, then it's kind of like things just kind of go up.
Yeah, it will escalate.
It escalates for whatever reason.
Very quickly, and it's very sad. You know what I mean? That we have to deal with it. You know what I mean? But that's the reality of it, though. It's just all about how do you carry yourself as a black man, black woman in front of these people that automatically are threatened when they approach you.
Right.
So
as a black man though, because again, me as a black woman, I feel a lot more. The system is reared to benefit black women more than it is for black men. That's just the unfortunate. These are the unfortunate facts.
Mm-hmm.
But as a black man, are you afraid in American society? Is there something about any of it that intimidates you, or that would leave you intimidated?
If you would have asked me that question 10, 15 years ago, I would say yes. Now, no, I'm not afraid. I feel like when your time comes, your time comes. That's one thing. Next thing is, everybody has a purpose, and when your purpose is done, your time is done. So I don't feel like my purpose is nowhere near done. So therefore, no, I don't live a life of fear. I can't allow that. So no, I'm not afraid of anything, especially not in this country. I don't give a damn if it's HARP, if it's weapons of mass destruction, if it's, the National Guard pulling up to my front door. I ain't afraid of shit. Nothing. Only thing I'm afraid of is God. That's it. The one that created me. So that's it.
Okay. I wish a lot more people had that mentality of not being afraid, I wish I could say that, I wasn't afraid, but as and then this is where the Willy Lynch letter kind of comes into effect, because I'm like afraid for my kid to leave if I have a black son, for him to leave the house knowing that there's a chance that he probably won't come back.
Right.
And that's, to me, that's a scary thing.
Yeah, it's very scary.
Do you have any children?
No, actually I don't. No
Okay.
kids.
No kids as of yet.
Not yet. We're gonna work on it though.
Okay. That's what's up. So let's say if you did have a son, or let's say for the young black girls or boys that may be watching this video, what would your advice be to them other than, don't cuss, as far as like a survival tactic for them?
Okay. Think before you speak. I mean, that's one big thing with me, because your mouth can get your ass in a lot of trouble. You write so many checks with your mouth that your ass can't cash. So
Damn.
yeah, that's me. That's where I would start. Think before you speak.
Okay.
And I mean, I would say, listen to what your parents have to say. But then again, you can't always say that, because there's some parents that really ain't got the right sense in their head as well, honestly, to be even raising some kids.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't want to say that. I would just say, yeah, think before you speak.
I feel like there's certain tools that we weren't given, because I feel like when, back in the day when we knew what was going on a little bit more, we had more of like we have more of like a understanding, like your dad would tell you, if you get pulled over by the cops, you need to do X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than today, it's kind of like, we kind of lean on our own understanding of how the law is set up.
Right. Yeah. Shit.
Because we believe that it's meant to benefit us, and that's not always the case.
No. I'm sorry. It really isn't. But what is to benefit us, though? That's the question. What do we have in this world that benefits us?
That's a good question.
Everything is kind of set up against us, but that's a good thing, though. You know what I mean? They let you know, that when you got so much opposition and haters against you, they let you know you're doing something with yourself. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing shit with yourself. Don't nobody hate on a bum. Don't nobody hate on, a homeless person. No, but you're going to hate on somebody that got some nice rims, a nice car, a nice house, right? So you hate on somebody that's doing better than you. So I appreciate the hate. Thank you, white folk. Continue to hate on us.
Thank you. But I want to say this, though, because that's the thing. Like, a lot of times, rims and things like that, I don't think that should be, I don't know. I feel like we're better than that.
Of course we are.
I think we're better than that. We're better than 22s. We're better than,
of course.
Of
course.
All of that.
We're better than 40 acres and a mule. We're better than all of that.
Definitely. And, it's crazy because I don't want to say that I'm an advocate for the 40 acres and a mule, but I think that we probably would have been a little bit better off with the 40 acres and a mule. Do you think that's the case? I mean.
Yeah.
with a, you know how strong a mule is? First off, man, oh my goodness. Secondly, you got 40 acres? Everybody got 40 acres. Oh yeah, I'm good. Trust me. I ain't got to worry about sitting in this old 600 square foot apartment with no elbow room. No, give me my 40 acres. I like that. We definitely would have been better off. Believe that.
Right.
I surely believe that. But who knows, you know?
Right. I don't know. I don't know. So as like, I guess another question I could ask you is, you know, kind of fast forwarding a little bit. How old are you now?
38.
38. So I'm 25. I'm about to be 26. What were you doing around 25, 26?
Getting in trouble.
What kind of trouble were you
In and out of jail.
In and out of jail for what?
Shit. Everything. Drugs, stealing, whatever the hell. Shit. However you can get it. Yeah. But that's my past though. You know what I'm saying? My record is clean. I ain't have to deal with no law situations. I am good. So I'm free and I'm happy. I could actually talk about it. You know what I mean? 'Cause, you know, at one point it was like, yeah, stressful as hell to even deal with all that shit. But now, yeah, I'm glad I went through it because it made me definitely a better person.
Right. Definitely. I guess another question that I have for you, sir, is as far as like your understanding of the world, what part of the world would you change if you could change it?
Oh, that's an easy one, man. If I could change, how much can I change though?
I mean, this is you, right? I wanna put you on that level. You're God, right?
Oh, okay.
You're God.
Well, I'm already God.
And you're looking exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking down at the human race. You're just kind of like, okay, you know, what would your first move be? It's time to free my people. What would you do?
Okay. Let me see. I'll try to answer this, man. Got a lot of people watching. I would say, well, the first thing is every man and woman, every boy and girl has a roof over their head. No matter what. There's no paying for it. You just automatically have a roof over your head. Every man, every woman, every boy and girl has food on their table. There's no paying for food. Food isn't of abundance. Okay. Every man, every woman, every boy and girl got the abundance of clean water, clean air. You know what I'm saying? Yes. What else? That's just the start. Okay. So there is no having to work. You know what I'm saying? So you could pay bills. No. If you want to work, it's for you to be, you know what I mean, giving back to, you know what I'm saying, people or whatever the case might be.
So if you could give back, what would you give back to?
What would I give back to?
Who would you give back to?
Okay, I can answer that one. I would say the youth. Because they're the ones that's actually going to be, you know what I'm saying, having to wipe my ass later on. You know what I mean? So I would want them to be righteous and conscientious leaders in the future, you know. Not just going with the flow just because it's politics.
Okay.
You know, have a heart, have a spine, you know.
Okay. So as far as like you know, what kind of leaders would you be trying to create in doing so? I mean, like what exactly would you be changing? What mentality or, you know, we're working with the youth and giving back to the youth. How would you change that? Because we kind of all, me speaking as somebody that is still kind of a part of the youth, you know, not quite over that hunch of being a full adult, even though I am an adult.
Okay.
What would be the one thing that you would change as far as us and our mentality? And do you see the mentality that we have?
Well, that's another easy one, man. I would get rid of social media.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I believe the children are just how we are when we grow up. When we grew up. Only difference is we didn't have social media. Okay, so I would change that because that in itself is a parasitic situation. Just with social media, Google,
You know what I'm saying? Gmail, all that garbage, man. So, check. I would start there. I would start with social media. Because I wouldn't change nothing about our children. Other than the fact that they have, you know what I mean, social media and the most easiest access ever to weapons. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, shoot. They just like us. They just have to grow up. They have to grow up in a different time, a different era. You know what I mean? So they have to get accustomed to their surroundings.
Exactly. Exactly.
Check.
Am I? Oh my God. These pieces are throwing me off. I've never seen pieces that look like this.
Oh, yeah, we playing with them Egyptian pieces, y'all.
Egyptian pieces.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't want to go back to Egypt.
Is that right? Let's get her out of here.
No, not my queen. Okay. So I'm getting my butt whooped today. I guess I'm kind of nervous. I guess.
Don't be nervous, Purvis.
I'm struggling.
Check.
You just putting me in check left and right.
But we thank everybody for tuning in. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Tuning in to our network. Please like, subscribe. You know,
like, share, and subscribe. I am your new host.
Yes.
Your new host. You will see me. You will see my face every Thursday. And I hope you guys like my face. I hope my face is likable. You know what I'm saying?
You're doing great. You're doing an awesome job.
Thank you. The work never stops, you know?
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait. You want to check?
Am I?
Oh, no, you don't. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was like, what?
I'm tripping. My bad.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you lending us your eyes and ears. What's ours is yours.